from CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with MTK Global. We're in Manchester here for the Collar Burns press conference. Fight on the bill October 7th. Sam Eggington. How are you, mate?
I'm good,
What's
mate.
Peg doing there?
Fucking about as usual.
Messing about. You know, you've got a little bit of a colour.
Yeah, I've been away, man.
Where you been?
Portugal.
Portugal?
Yeah. I went a week in Portugal with the kids. But obviously, because we're in camp, Soggy and Louis got a plane over as well, so I had to train. So it weren't all holiday.
You do look like one of these people that doesn't tan.
Yeah, I'm a good tanner, man. I burn a bit, but nah, mate, I catch colour, me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I catch colour and all. It's all
rays.
good. You're back out in action, defending the European title October 7th on a great bill here between Collar and Burns. So, yeah, we're moving into the next phase of your career.
Yeah, it was like I said, you know, in the press conference, you know, you get your mandatory out of the way, and we'll see what happens. But I just want to take on all comers. You know, I want to get a big fight. I want to get a big name. And I'm not looking past the manager because I've never watched him. I know I've been told he's an awkward southpaw, so you know, it's not great. But you know, I just want a big name. I mean, Paulie was a big name, but I don't think people have, you know, they don't look at that, you know, these days because of his age as such a great win. So, you know, a big name. You know, Eddie was saying, Lamont Peterson's a great fighter, I think. Obviously, he's got a world title. I'm not, you know, I'm just putting that out there. But there's a few names. Obviously, I just want to get this manager out of the way. You know, fingers crossed we come through it. You know, and you know, on point. And after that, you know, like I say, I just want to take on all comers. You know, a bigger name, the better, and we'll go from there.
Obviously, before you fought Malignaggi, you were kind of saying that because it was Malignaggi, he was kind of the biggest international name that's been on your record. That was important for you, and you know, you were quite impressive on that night. So you're moving away from that and searching for someone bigger now. Is that the case?
Yeah, that is the case. But like I say, I was managed for the European after Malignaggi, and I weren't gonna throw that opportunity away. You know, try and look for bigger names because you know it's not for me to say, sort of thing. So you know, as manager, I was happy to pick that up. You know, I was over the moon. I would like to defend it. You know, and I am against my mandatory. So you know, but after that, you know, I want to push on. You know, against any sort of name that can get brought over, or we'll go over there. I don't mind either which way. But yeah, I do want to push on after this.
I mean, just keeping with Paulie Malignaggi, obviously, it's been in the news a little bit over the last week about him walking out of Conor McGregor's camp because of some leaked photos that gone out that looked like he'd been knocked down. He's saying he wasn't. He was pushed. And what did you make of that? I
mean, I think Malignaggi played games, and I think it was a frustration push, and pushed him over. And you know, because you know, Conor's about, you know, playing with people's heads as much as Mayweather is. So I believe what Malignaggi says. I mean, Conor McGregor can obviously fight, but whether he can mix it in boxing with, you know, someone like Paulie Malignaggi or even, you know, Mayweather, that is just crazy to think. So, you know, I believe what Mayweather say, not Mayweather, I believe what Paulie says. I think, you know, he probably was giving him a beating, and then he got a bit frustrated and threw him on the floor. But you know, you never know. You never know, mate. He might come and shock us and
what happens
do a
in sparring is meant to stay in sparring.
Yeah, exactly,
so pictures aren't always the clearest indication of what's gone on.
No, I mean, do you know what? It wouldn't even look as bad if, you know, there was a few pictures of Malignaggi even throwing a punch in the pictures. But every picture you saw, it's just Conor McGregor with his hands behind his back or punching Malignaggi like on his back. So you know, they're not even this out. They're just throwing loads of pictures out there. Malignaggi looking a fool. So. I think it's all just gas. I think Paulie's been playing games with him, and he got frustrated, and he's been putting pictures out there just to nose him, really. But we'll see, and it might shock the world.
Who knows? What may happen August 26th.
Exactly.
Sam, let me ask you. In your future plans, does the rematch with Bradley Skeete still lie there somewhere?
Look, I mean, I'd love to fight Bradley Skeete again, but you know, it doesn't benefit me at the moment. I mean, I don't think it benefits him in general. I mean, I've got the European, which I suppose he'd like to get hold of, but listen, I don't know where this has come from about I'm turning down fights. It's not the case, mate. You know, if the fight come up with Bradley Skeete and then someone said to me, look, do you want to fight Bradley Skeete again? It's your next fight. I'd take it in a heartbeat. I don't turn down fights. It's not what I'm here for. It's winning and losing. You know, winning's the main thing, mainly because you know you go on to more money. But losing a fight, like they're talking about it like it's life and death. It's not. I don't mind that. If I fight him again, do I think I win? Yeah, but you know, we'll find out. I don't know. Maybe in a few years when you know he's won a world title or I've won a world title, or you know, you never know. But at the moment, it's just it's not in the like the foreseeable future. No.
I mean, of your own admission, it wasn't your greatest night in the ring. In a rematch, you feel like you've improved since then. You'll be better equipped to kind of deal with Bradley.
Well, yeah, I'm bound to say that though. So you know, it's a pointless question to ask me, isn't it? Because I'm gonna say that. I think if we fought again, I would do a few things different, and of course I'll win. The only Bradley Skeete that's going to turn up is the same one that's fought last time and fought since. I mean, he's getting better without doubt, but he's on the back foot. He throws a jab, and you know he's got a nice sharp right hand. But he's never gonna. That's what he does. You know, that's what he's comfortable with, and it works for him, and he's good at it. But you know, it wouldn't change that if we fought again. It's not like he's going to come out with another tactic. That's what Bradley Skeete does. I believe, you know, if we fought again, yeah, I'll probably beat. I think I'd beat him, yeah. But we never know. I mean, I've got nothing against Bradley Skeete. He's come down and sparred since. But you never know. It's boxing, and if our paths were to cross again, then you know I'd fight him.
Before that, obviously, you got your mandatory of your European title October 7th, and then deal with that. Then start talking about all these fights and after that. Yeah,
like I say, you know, I'm not going to look past the mandatories and awkward southpaw, which always brings trouble. But you know, get past it. You know, fingers crossed, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm looking to push on as soon as possible.
Okay, Sam, you got anything else you'd like to add, mate?
Not really, mate. As soon as I get off, as soon as I get home. So
that's why I thought I'd grab you first before you slipped off.
Yeah.
All right, Sam. Listen, thank you very much for talking to iFL TV, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you ahead of October 7th. Top man.
Cheers.